Hi, sixth graders. Today we're going to finish up our color block Zentangle drawing. What you're going to need today is either a thicker Sharpie and a thin Sharpie, or if you have any type of non-washable marker, that's going to work great. This is called a micron pen. It's just a fancy Sharpie. If you do have to use a washable marker, you just have to be really careful when we're going to be coloring in the middle, but any marker should be fine. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to outline the shape that we started with in the beginning, and then we'll kind of move into the patterns. So okay, so now that I have my shape outlined, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a thicker marker to outline the original sections that I had drawn out. This way it draws more emphasis onto the individual patterns that you all created. Now I'm trying to take this slow, trying to make sure that I'm not accidentally either drawing on my table or, drawing inside a section that you don't want to have a line in. Okay, so I have outlined my sections here. Now, in my original video, I had talked about adding more pattern as you were kind of going through your sections. So what I meant by that is maybe, for example, this section looks very plain. And once I outline the main components here, maybe I add some vertical lines in one section and horizontal in another. So this takes your Zentangle from being, it's fine, but this takes it to the next level, and I think this is what would set your project apart from maybe a younger grade level. And then maybe I do the opposite on the next row. There we go. So I saved myself quite a bit of time by just doing this once instead of doing it with the pencil. Another reason why you would maybe want a bigger marker to draw with is if you were going to color something in. So for example, if I was to outline this section and I do all my little lines here, the next row I was going to have colored in. So this is where, instead of using a really small pen or a marker, you're gonna want to use a little bit of a bigger one. That's gonna save you a lot of time and save your markers from drying out too quickly. So this is the start of mine. I'm going to speed up the video so that you're able to see my drawing as I'm kind of going through. I'm going to try to take my time and make sure that I'm just copying over top of the lines that I have and maybe adding a few more patterns to the designs that I've already made. Alright, 6th graders, we're going to work on some blending. So I have some oil pastels. You could use whatever is available to you. I'm going to start by making marks with my yellow oil pastel. And as I'm getting towards the middle, I'm loosening up my grip so it gets lighter. Then I'm going to grab my orange oil pastel and I'm going to do the same thing, but when they meet in the middle, you want the two colors to be able to blend together. Alright, now that we are done practicing our blending and done with our background, we are now going to start actually filling the shape in the middle of our paper. After I was done outlining everything, I made sure to take an eraser because I wanted to make sure all of the pencil lines were off of my paper because it just makes it look sloppy. So I did that when I was done. Now I'm going to take my oil pastels, and I've chosen orange and yellow to use for my heart, and we are going to be coloring inside of that shape. So I'm going to start by actually using my orange this time, and I am going to be starting at the top and I'm going to be moving down towards the bottom. I'm going to start off, oh, and I also have some white here too, if I want to add in some white later. Now, I am going to be starting really lightly. I'm not going to push too hard yet, because I don't want to go outside of my heart, and you don't want it to get too dark too fast. So I'm going to kind of start filling in here. I'm going really lightly. I will then later, once I have started to blend, then I'm going to add more color on top, and I'm really going to add lots of layers of oil pastel. That's how you get that nice rich color. All right, have fun, guys. Alright, 6th graders, I hope you had fun adding some color and some Sharpie to your drawing project today. I cannot wait to see what you guys have made. Make sure you attach a picture when you are turning in your assignment on Google Classroom, and I miss you all, and I can't wait to see what you guys make. Alright, thanks guys!